Oh my god. And this is a late review. This is Bonkai 922. Wow. The only thing I have to say, shame, shame, shame on several people. But most importantly, I put the shame on SHU'S mother. Okay, this is Bonkai 922. Guilty Crown, episode 17. I already got a comment from somebody who did a comment on episode 16 saying that it was epic. This episode, let me just come on and say, no, what, to be honest with you, there's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 5 more episodes. So I can see something happening here. Okay, the episode starts off where we left off with Shu and his reign as president or king or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, he's doing the usual things with the students and he's disciplining them very harshly and so on and so forth. And it is basically he has found out that Inori attacked the former student council president. And that was the whole bit on that. And we go from there to the fact that it seems that people are going to do a coup d'etat on Shu. And basically it starts with the former president, like the student council. She gets a phone call. We don't know who it is, but she gets a phone call about it, and so on and so forth. And we move from there to, you know, they're getting ready for this plan, this X's plan that she was trying to do. And everyone's there and they're ready to go. But before that, we get these little scenes of the government, the UN. They're going against Japan. That's the whole bit on that. And so the plan is to destroy the tower, and everybody's ready to do it. And Shu gets going, and they destroy the tower, so on and so forth, you know. And that's when this coup d'etat happens by the former, you know, president. And at first, Sugumi prevents ISA to get involved with it, and I forgot his name. Raldo, you know, funeral parlor. He prevents Inori from getting involved in it. That's when I think one of Shu's friends who's infected throws him in a pit. They're ready to shoot him up, you know, blah blah blah. And that's when we get the appearance, and this is after they destroy the tower and everything, of Guy. And things go from bad to worse. And also there's another scene with the government about, you know, what have you. Anyway, bad to worse. Everybody leaves. Everybody goes through the red line. Guy stabs Inori with sword. And it was an episode with a lot of things happened. Really just... And basically, he cuts off Shu's arm and puts it on his arm. And Shu's lost his power. And he's bleeding. And there's a little conversation between him and guys and King, saying you were never the king, and so on and so forth. Now, here's where I'm going to say, and that's pretty much how it ends closely. Shame on these people. Shame. And I'm going to say it right now. Shu's mother, oh, she needs to be killed. She's the worst mother in mankind. The worst. I think she's the worst fucking mother. Period. Period. Her son just lost an arm and he's bleeding to death, and yet nobody is helping him. Nobody. And and I'm thinking what's going to happen now is they're going to use the government going to use this weapon in space. This was a good episode. It was very epic-like, but oh my god! And not that much things happen up to this Exodus plan, this revolution plan, and SHU'S at the end of his rope as when we're getting into this, but. Shame on his mother. Shame on everyone who did this coup d'etat. Shame on them. Shame on them. And that Bruce, he's like in ecstasy. He's like, first of all, Guy died. Okay, that person you see is not Guy. That person is infected. But my opinions on it are this. Next episode. Oh my god. And here's what I notice about Guilty Crown. I like what the director does, because in every confrontation that SHU has had, he puts SHU in a difficult position first before this ultimate final confrontation happens. But I believe her name is Haruka. That's SHU'S mother's name. Fuck her. I hope she dies. I'm sorry I'm saying this, but her son might die here. And isn't she worried at all? No. Because she's with the government now. And, but maybe I'm wrong on this, because obviously she's being forced to do things. But still, this is horseshit. The only person who actually cared about SHU is dead. Hari. Nobody, except for Inori, nobody gives a shit about SHU. Now, I knew they were going to betray him. I knew that this coup d'etat was going to happen, but I didn't think Guy was going to show up. But now we know from that instance what that phone call was that the president was on with. She was talking to Guy or the government or what have you. But that, to me, is disgusting. That entire ordeal. Because when you really think about it, SHU got involved with funeral parlor and this whole business by accident. And to have it go like this is just... It was an epic episode, but I'm going to say right now, funeral parlor, and when I mean funeral parlor, I mean, well, I don't really want to blame people here, but Ayase, Sugumi, Guy who is dead and reappearing, Rigaldo, and his mother are to blame. They are what I like to call, you are cocksuckers. Especially his mother. I think SHU'S mother is probably the worst mother in all of anime. The worst. And this is another parallel to Eva. She is Gendo Ikari. I said it. She is Gendo Ikari, because Gendo Ikari had the same kind of relationship with his son, and she has the same relationship with her son. Treats him like a piece of crap. But this was an epic episode, and the next one's called Deer, and this is going to be 18. So after 18, you got 19, 20, 21, 22. So we're going to have an epic confrontation, and it's going to reside in that power. But Shu doesn't have his power of a king anymore, and he's bleeding from his arm. And it seems everybody leaves him. Everybody leaves him. Although ISA and fucking Segumi, they leave him. Are you fucking kidding me? What a bunch of cocksuckers. I like the way they're doing the show, but you kidding me? The only person, and it makes me want to cry. For this episode, it makes me wants me to cry. I almost want to cry because the only people who care about Shu, in my opinion, were Hari, who's dead, and now Inori. Those are the only two people that truly care about him. Everyone else, why don't you go get a shotgun and blow your fucking head off? And I hate this. I don't want to say that, but it's the truth. But as far as rating is concerned for this episode, this might be better than last week's. I think this was better than last week's. That's how crazy it was. Because that ending was just... And I don't know what they're... From what I can see, from what they've got planned, it seems to me like, they're trying to destroy something. Because we see this thing, this satellite in the space. So it seems to me they're trying to, like, create a whole new virus. They're trying to destroy something or infect something with that satellite, blasting it down on Earth. At least that's what it seems to me. But this episode, holy shit, give me a break. You know, I just feel so bad for Shu. I feel bad for Shu. I really do. Because he lost Hari, and then he had to make all these difficult decisions, and now all he's got left is Inori, and he can't do anything. So, by the way, Ayase and Segumi, you think you're gonna, and Raldo, they think they're gonna stop Guy and the government by themselves? It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna love to find out what's gonna happen. We're at the towards the end of February, so you gotta figure there's one more episode in February, be 18, probably end of March, early April. That's when things will end for Guilty Crown. So now I'm on the edge of my seat, and now I want to know what's gonna happen now. It's getting really good. King of Lightning, you gotta watch this show. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you gotta watch this show. Everybody has to watch this show. Everybody. But this has been Bonkai 922. This was definitely better than last week. I'll give it out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. We will see where we go from here. I'm just so feel so bad for Shu, and his mother is a bitch. See you guys later.